Today, this is a video blog of In the Gym with Wade Johnson, and what I'm going to talk about today is perspectives from a judge from the judge's chair. And I'm going to be doing several blogs about this because there's so much material to cover. But today what I want to cover is just your approach to your lifts. And that's very fractional. It's a very much a devil in the details thing. But let's take a step back. Let's take a step back to the gym. In the gym, we're very much in a very controlled environment. It's a very consistent environment. This power rack is always a power rack. It's in the same spot. House of Pain banner is always behind here. Very consistent. We get to the meet site, the lighting's different, ceiling height's probably different, and I'm sure you're in a bigger room. That in and of itself, it changes. So what that means is we have to adapt to our surroundings. What I see, and where I see that there's a change in approach, is lifters get real excited. We're at the meet and we got to be fired up, and we're going to put on a show, and we're going to show how intense we are and how strong and explosive, and that's all wonderful and it's fine. But if it is not how you train, if it is not something you do consistently, then you have changed your approach to the lift. And I see this over and over and over, where lifters get really hyped up and really excited and change how they approach the lift. And I'm going to give you an example. You'll see a guy, he breaks that ammonia cap, and that means he's serious. He pulls it across his nose, just taking it all in, and slams it down on the platform. That indicates to everyone else that this guy's fired up and ready to lift. Now, I'm not making fun. I'm the first one that wants to take that bottle of nose torque and jam it in my snout. But I'll do that in training, and I'm experienced and I'm accustomed to it. But in your fever to be all fired up, you rush to the bar. Deadlift is a great example. You slap your hands on the bar, and you're not even looking. And if you look at the bar where I'm at now, I promise you, having never looked at the bar, my hands are uneven. And then you're stomping around, you're getting your feet all set up, and you're breathing in and out. How you getting oxygen? And then you're going to jerk that weight up, and about halfway up your shins, the weight stalls. And you don't understand what happened. And this is what happened. I'm going to tell you what happened. What happened is that you changed your approach. In the fever and the excitement and the intensity of doing the lift and getting fired up, you forgot a very important basic thing, and that's your form, and your approach to the lift is part of that form. Get that big hit, crack it, get a big breath, slam it down, but then the approach has to be the same. In the gym, I promise you, you're walking up to the bar, you're getting in position, and you're making sure that however you grip the bar, you're getting it where it needs to be. You're going to be in great position. We're no longer going to jerk. We're going to do our form correctly, and up the weight goes. This comes with experience and time. But if you videoed your lifts, or ask the judges, I head judge tons. I'm always happy to discuss the lifters lifting. And it's not to be critical in a negative aspect, because as a judge and a coach and a lifter, the last thing I want to see is a lifter that has spent so much time training. They have sweated, they have sacrificed, they've trained through injuries, and their spouses barking at them about spending too much time in the gym, the whole gamut. Then you went to the expense and the time to go to the meet only to fail. As a coach, I accept failure with 100% effort. But if we didn't take the time to focus on the things that made us successful in the gym, then it doesn't make us successful at the meet. And the meet is the culmination of all that time and effort. So what I'm asking you to do, lesson learned from my perspective in the judge's chair, is to make sure that the approach that you use in the gym is the approach that you use on the platform. And I promise you, you're going to see some of those missed lifts. You'll see that those are successful attempts, and that total, which is the whole key to powerlifting, will go up. Now please, with this blog, I've covered a lot of ground and left a lot of room for discussion. Please feel free to comment. There will be more blogs to follow, and hopefully this will help you guys hit those missed attempts in the meet. Thanks.